Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my Facebook Live this afternoon. My name's Jenny McCormack, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm based in the market town of Brackley in the UK. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're joining me live, please do say hi so that I know that you're watching and I can communicate with you directly. And if you've got any questions, you can ask those as we go along, or if you've got any input or thoughts, then obviously you can do the same. If you are watching live, you'll see a little red live button up on the top left hand side of your screen. If you're watching us on catch up and you have any questions, hi Jeanette, please don't hesitate to leave a comment or a message, and I will check on those and get back to you, whether that's on Facebook or on YouTube. Okay, so this week we've been working with some of the retiring sets from Stampin' Up, and today I'm featuring 3 sets. Hello Carol, this might be slightly ambitious, but the design of the sets is exactly the same, and I just want to show how you can take one layout and make it into different things. So that could be different occasions or for different recipients. So the 3 sets that I've selected are all retiring. We have Game On, which is the one with the chess pieces, as you can see, the cards, the dice, the chess or drafts board, and then we've got some sentiments. And I've got Snowfront, that's one of the popular scenery sets that is retiring. So obviously destined very much for Christmas or winter cards. Hi Tracy. So we do have this little log cabin, we've got snowman, we've got trees, we've got deer, we've got mountains, little birds here as well. And then finally, we have Posted for You. And this stamp set is retiring, but it has a matching punch. Hello Babsy, which is our postage stamp punch, which has a scalloped edge to it to create a postage stamp type design. And this is designed obviously to go with this in the first instance. Now I'm pleased to say that the punch is staying, but this particular stamp set is retiring. So I'm going to start with this one, and then I'm going to show you, using the same layout or similar layout, how you can completely change the look. So I'm going to start with this one here, Posted for You. So I've got my punch to the side. Let's move these out of the way. Now, one of the things I'm going to match this with, which is also retiring, are these Flowers for Every Season, excuse me, cards and envelopes. So these are large cards and envelopes in each of the 5 in colours for 2020 to 2022. So I don't have all of these left, as you can see, because I've used quite a few. But you get 10 cards in total. You get 2 of each colour. So you get 2 Magenta Madness, 2 Misty Moonlight, 2 Just Jade, 2 Cinnamon Cider, and 2 of Bumblebee. Hi Brenda. And I love this little dotted design, and it matches the size of this postage stamp punch perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this card as a basis for my little postage stamps, because it sort of mimics the shape of a postage stamp, and they all have matching envelopes, as you can see. And these are 6 well, the card's about 6 inches by 4, because the envelopes is about 6.5 by 4.5. So nice big chunky cards, and they are white on the inside, so you don't have to worry about any liners. You can also cut these up and use them as basis for another card. Hi Christine. So you could cut this front off and use that, and then use this as another layer, making that even more versatile. So these cards and envelopes are also retiring, and these are in the annual catalogue from last year. They are £10.25 for a pack of 10 cards and 10 envelopes. So basically £1 and 2 pence per card. But a great, and they're not reduced at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to come back to those in a minute. And let's use the posted for you stamps. So what I'm going to do is I've got some scraps of white card here. So I'm just going to pop those on there, and I'm going to stamp these, okay, and then punch those out. Hi Moretta. Oh, of course you're on holiday, Moretta, aren't you? Well, at least I hope you are. I hope you are. So we've got flowers, we've got some little birds, we've got some flowers with the word love, and we also have a really nice postmark, and I use that postmark quite a lot. This one here, it says special delivery. So let's pop that one on there as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp these and just colour them in fairly quickly. Let me just find my ink pad, which is tucked underneath here. So I am going to leave some space around them, because obviously I want to punch them out. I'm not particularly worried of their position on this card, as long as I've left space between. So I'm not going to try and squeeze another one in here. So I'm just going to stamp 1, 2. So we've got those. Oh, you've been very busy. Have you been looking after Alfie, I wonder, Moretta? This is the second week, isn't it? So that's... Is it your second week or is it your first week? I know they all seem to be different. Around here it's our second week. Okay, and I'm going to have... I think I'm just going to have another one of these. Then I can make this card, can be anything. Because what I want to show you is that you don't, you can make these sort of postage stamp designs out of anything. You don't have to have the whole design included. So what I'm going to do is just colour those really pretty. So these are like petunias in my mind. Not that I am a flower expert in any way, shape or form. So let me just quickly do these leaves and everything. So this stamp set came out last year, and I did share on my Gemini Crafts page a video link from a video that was created by Sarah Douglas. Now Sarah is the CEO of Stampin' Up. She's the daughter of one of the founders, and Sarah posted a video which was basically a question and answer. It's not the first one she's done quite a few of these, and so people were invited, customers and demonstrators were invited to write in with their questions to Sarah about either the business, or it could have been personal. And one of the things in there, she talked about how they choose retiring items and things like that. So if you've ever wondered why some things seem to retire really quickly and other things seem to be around for a long time. Oh, your first week. Look like little birds. Oh, those are birds. Those are petunias. Yeah, so it's definitely worth a look to see. do a little bit of green on there. So I'm just using dark green there, just along the veins really, and then very quickly going to hop over with the light green. Hi Katie, thanks for joining us. I gather you had fun with Tracy. Okay, so I'm just literally, because this is quite a small area, I'm not doing a huge amount of colouring or anything. Hello Trudy, that's a nice surprise to see you. Don't often see you. I know you catch up on my replays. So for those ladies that ordered things recently, I'm waiting on a few deliveries. I had a bunch through yesterday and those people have been informed, and then I'm expecting another set of deliveries possibly tomorrow, but because of the bank holiday last week it sort of put everything behind, and obviously Germany is in a bit of a precarious position at the minute as well. So just colouring these in really quickly like so. And on our Facebook page I also added details of our Let's Get Creative event, and that is an event I run with two of my team members, and this time it will be Lynn Eaton and the lovely Tara. So two very experienced crafters, and we have an all-day crafting session booked for June. We run this 3 times a year, and normally it is in person, but obviously with the situation as it is, this next one will still be virtual, but our plans for the next one is that there will be a virtual element and an in-person element, so you can choose which you prefer and whether you're local, of course. So details of that are just on a poster on my Gemini Crafts page, and I'll be sending that out by email as well to everybody. And if you feature on our Let's Get Creative email, you may get both, for which I apologise. That's all right, Christine. It's fine. It's just that I don't always see the comments straight away, so sometimes it sort of misses the mark, or I missed it. Doesn't quite work the same as being able to say it in person, does it? Okay, so there we go. Judy is always busy, she says. I can understand that. Right, let's do a little bit of blue for these cute little birds. Let's use a little dark on the edges. I'll say that the purpose of this obviously is to show you the retiring sets, but also show you how you can take one product, which in this case is the postage stamp punch, and do lots of different things with it. You could indeed be very local if you come back to your family home. It'd be lovely to see you. Okay, so I'm just going to keep these just simple. These are little pool party bluebirds. Okay, and then I'm going to do what did I say these are? I've forgotten already. Begins with a P. Petunias, that's it. I'm just going to keep these all in the same colour. Petunias are usually sort of blue, darker blue, aren't they, and purple and things like that, but for the purposes of not keeping you waiting all night, and it's an exciting evening for us demonstrators as we have the first of our on tour events. So again, that's a virtual event where we get to see more out of the new catalogue, and I'm pretty sure you will all like something out of the new catalogue, but we get to see more details of that this evening. I've missed a bit there of a flower, a leaf even. Right, let's do that while I remember. Okay, and then just scribble in here with the lighter one. Obviously, if you were doing this, you could take more time over your colouring if you wanted to. That one there, I've just leaving a little bit of white showing. Voila, that will do. Okay, so I'm going to convert these into little postage stamps just by punching them out with the postage stamp punch. So it's a nice size. I'll punch it out and we'll measure it in a second. So all I'm going to do is position those fairly centrally, hopefully, in there. So there's one, and you can see the little scallop. I put that on there. You'll see the little sort of inset scallop edges. Oh yes, motorhome. Sorry, Christine, I misread your message, you see. Your motorhome. Fab. Okay, so I'm punching out all 4 of these. Look lovely on that black, don't they? I might change my mind and put them on this black actually, but I really wanted to use one of these. Now I've got one, I want to use one for the snow one, and I want to use the blue one for that. So I think I can get away with these on here. So this is the Memories and More card and envelope pack. So what you can do is position your stamps however you would like. So obviously I want this to go this way because this is going to fit 4, and those really have to go vertically, the birds. Not an espresso. Well, yes. It's just because that black piece happened to be there. That was all, Carol. Oh, this has got the wrong way as well, look. Didn't plan that very well, did I? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a happy birthday and have I do like those little birds, you see. So I'm going to put those on the envelope. And do that. And make this one a happy birthday. How about that? Whoops. Crash. So let's grab something suitable. So I've got a grandson, granddaughter. Just wondering if this one would fit. I think it might do. Happy birthday. It will indeed. So I'm just going to stamp that, and then I can put this one either on the inside, or I can put this one as on the envelope. So I'm going to do this not surprisingly, in Early Espresso. So this is using Memories and More cards and envelopes, Posted for You stamp set, and it's though the envelopes are retiring, Posted for You is retiring, but I'm pleased to say that the punch is staying. There's my happy birthday. Ooh. So just roughly centralising that. I got it in, didn't I? Although I did use Early Espresso for the stamping, Carol. Anyway. Okay, so these are going to go onto there like so. And then what I'm going to do is use that lovely postmark stamp, says special delivery, and put that across the centre. Now I'm going to try and stamp it, or what I could do is stamp it and punch it out with a circle punch, or obviously a circle die. So what I'm going to do is try it first, and then if it doesn't work I will take it out and punch it. So I'm going to put these down flat because I want to stamp that other message on them. So the best way with the seal is always to bring it towards you, like that. Sort of space this slightly. So I'm literally just laying it on. I'm not putting any pressure on it because I don't want it to stick until I'm roughly ready. Like so. And this one's got to go here. Yes, it's got to be Early Espresso with Bumblebee. Actually, I can turn this one round as well. So I'm just going to bring this down very slightly. So just taking my time, not putting any pressure. Hi, Sam. Okay, keeps telling me my broadcast has paused. Perhaps somebody could just comment and let me know if I am still live. Okay, just going to pop these down now. Oh, 3 in a row vertically. Oh yes, well they would go, although I think it might be tight. I pressed it down now. I'll show you on the next punch. Still live. Okay, thank you. I'm up and running again. Really good. So just to answer Christine's question, I know this is the wrong way round, so you could have 1, 2, no, it's really tight to do it that way. You could do it with a smaller, you know, you could make them a little bit smaller. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is stamp the special delivery across the centre. And as I say, if this doesn't work, I can stamp it and punch it out with a circle punch, or with a circle die. So I am going to add some extra pressure on this, because I'm obviously going over the edges of the postage stamps, as it were. There we go. Oh, birds in the middle, petunias each side. Oh, I see what you mean. I think it will still be tied. The spacing's not right. Okay, so there we go. Let me just fold this over. Like so. So I think the postage stamp punch is a really useful punch, and I'm so glad that they've kept it in. So there's our card. Thank you, Carol. And obviously you could create your own. I mean, it just happens to fit really nicely in there, and that just reminds me of a postage stamp, which is why I've used that. So to show you something slightly different, and that can go on my envelope, let us use a different set. Let me just pop these back and show you if you've got stamped images that don't require any colouring in, how quickly you can create a card. And it's one of my nephew's birthdays this week, along with a great niece. So what I want to do is have a change and use Snowfront. What I'm going to do is I've got these cut out. These come from the rectangle stitched framelets, and there's an odd one in the set, which is this size. Thank you everybody for your kind comments on that card. And this then fits nicely. I'm just going to punch this out a little bit further down. So this size shape fits in there perfectly. Okay, so I've cut out 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp 4 things in here and then put those together as a card. And I'm going to make this a Christmas card. I'm slowly building up my stack of Christmas cards. So I'm going to have the deer in one because they're just the cutest things ever. I'm hoping this house will fit just about. And then a snowman and a tree. Let's see which tree. We're going to have this one here, like so. And then I could have just some more trees, or I could have a happy Christmas. I'm just going to use these trees here. Now I know they'll go off the end, but I'm not worrying about that at all. So yeah, I love the postmark. But yeah, so if you do it that way round, you could do that onto a bigger layer, or you can use that little die to create it behind there, whichever you prefer really. So let's just stamp these really quickly. So I've got my little deer, and these can be absolutely anything that you stamp in. I know it's not time, but it will give people, some people will be making Christmas cards already. It will give people an idea, but it can be absolutely anything. It's from the stitched rectangles dies, Carol. So I've got those. Let's have some trees. Like so. Well, yes, it's a moot point, isn't it? Some people love Christmas any day of the year, but it's just to show you what different effects you can get, really. I won't be offended if somebody says I don't like that because it's Christmas. I'm just doing all this in espresso. Not that there's much in there, so this would actually be quite nice going that way, but I'm going to stick them all this way. And you could do a complete scene and cut it up into portions. That would also be quite nice. Trudy says, if it's Christmas every day, why am I going to work? That's a very good question. Very good question, Trudy. Okay, so this one is going to have the cutest little snowman. Like so, and a little tree. And I think what I'll do is if I do that tree in Just Jade, I can put the whole thing on a Just Jade card base. Sam says you need to talk to your boss, Trudy. That is so funny. Okay, just making sure this is stamping all right. I loved your cards this morning, Sam. So if anybody doesn't know, Sam DC, who you can see online here, is another demonstrator in our team, and she does a great Facebook Live every day, and her company is The Little Greenhouse Creates. So do check her out. Go and find her on Facebook, and do follow Sam as well. And if I've missed anybody else, so Babsy is, but she's not currently doing lives. Moretta is. Tracy does private coffee and card sessions. Okay, now I've gone a bit mad. I want the trees everywhere, which perhaps wasn't the right thing to do, but never mind. They're there now. Okay. Christine's cancelled Christmas. Oh, I hope not. Okay, so here's my little scenes. Like so. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so that came together much quicker, so I wasn't doing any colouring in, is I'm going to put these onto here, but I'm going to mat them onto a layer behind, like so. So it's funny how in my mind when I started this was going to be Misty Moonlight I've used, and I've just gone for Just Jade. You could use some blends pens to add blending brushes, which I am still waiting for, everybody, I haven't forgotten, just to add a little bit of sky on here if you wanted to. I haven't got much of my blue left, just a little bit, like so. So you can, you know, do as much as you want with these, and I'm just going to punch some layers out behind, and I think the layers behind will actually be early espresso, but as it's a Christmas card you could use some glitter card behind or some foil, anything like that. But you know me, I'm going to have a bit of early espresso. What are the cards? Oh, Trudy, so these are the Memories and More cards and envelopes. You get 10 in a pack. They're 6x4 and they're printed like so. So you've got the pattern on the front and white inside. You get 10 in the pack, two each of the in colours. So Magenta Madness, which is just appearing here on the side. Misty Moonlight, Just Jade, Bumblebee I've used there, and Cinnamon Cider. And those are retiring, so they are currently available. I did just check before we came live. So they are really nice. The postage stamp isn't retiring, so that will be available from here on in, but I just think it's so versatile. I need another bit of espresso. I wonder if I go through more. I think I must go oh, thanks Maretta darling. I think I must go through more espresso and obviously basic white than any other colour. As you know, I'm using it all the time. So these were cut out with the stitched rectangle dies. So I'm just going to pop those on here. Add a little bit of glue. Oh, sorry, I took the glue into the other room, so I will just use this. There's one. Trudy, you could be right there. I have got an order to go in later. So if there is anything anybody wants. But I really do like those, I have to say. So just popping these on. So sorry, this is slightly repetitive, but I just want to show you how you can use different things. So you could easily cut out rectangles, you know, or if you've got a similar rectangle punch that you could use, you could do that. These are going to go onto here. I love this colour now. It's funny because I didn't like it to start with. And I mean, this could be taken off and you could put a Happy Christmas sentiment on there if you wanted to. Let's just pop these down then. And I'm just going to use seal, nice and quick. But you might prefer to use dimensionals or wet glue. And I'm just going to the same, I'm looking at this one actually to look at the approximate spacing. LGC. The initials being the same initials as Jenny and Kez Retreat confuse me. So who's LGC then? Now you've confused me. Christine, explain yourself. Let's have him down here. And then my dear up at the top. Oh. I'm desperately not trying to push them down too soon. Right, that one's in place. Hi Cassie, dog's just joined us. So you could have great fun with these, making mini scenes, couldn't you? I think that'd be really good fun. And then I can still put special delivery across there. So I'm just going to do that because I can and because I like the stamp. And it will be going. So I'm going to make the most of it while it's here. penny black. It's very true. Except it's only espresso. Does it look black? It does look black. You're quite right. Okay. Thank you, Barbara. There we go. Obviously you can't see as much, but I just like the effect of that. I mean, you could put, you know, 2 or 3 on there, couldn't you? So, a Christmas card. It's about my 4th one this year, I think, now. Let me just do that. And as I say, you get the matching envelopes for these. Oh, I see. Thank you. Do you know, I never even considered that, Christine. Thank you for the explanation, because that really does make sense now. Oh, bless. Right, I'm just going to put special delivery here on the corner. I don't want to put it up on there, because if I post this, it's actually what I could do is sorry, now I've got something in mind. I want to do it. Now I completely understand, Christine. I'm so sorry. You must think me absolutely thick. Because I always think of, yes, the little greenhouse creates. I hope you'll let me off for my my lack of. Oh, I did cut it in black earlier on, but I'm using black for something else, so as you'll see. There we go. There we have it. So that's just across the bottom. I want to put another tree in there now. Okay, right, enough of that one. That's okay, Christine. Because you'd mentioned it before and I couldn't work out why, what was, yes, now I understand. Love that. That's so cute, even if I say it myself, which I shouldn't really. And even if it is a Christmas card. Okay, so there's 2. And then the next one I'm going to do is using Game On. And I'm just going to stamp this in black and red. I've got a red card base. I've got a black layer. And then I'm going to have the 4 stamps. Although with that layer I could change it around. So what I'm going to do is just stamp these and then punch out elements of these. So if you've got a large stamp, you can still punch out elements from that. That's what I'm going to do, like so. Well, maybe not thick, but I just couldn't see. My mind obviously wasn't working the same way as yours. Right, white card. And you notice I'm hiding that Christmas card just in case, girls. Right, here we go. Voila. So there is that. Right, I've got basic grey instead of black. You know me, I avoid black as much as I can. Ooh, sorry. Okay, so remember, I'm just going to punch out elements of these. There's one. The cards are going to have to be in red because they are hearts. So you can't really have those in any other colour. Okay, this is real red, which is the same colour as my card base. I have no idea how much ink I've got on here. Hopefully it will be enough. It is enough. Okay, and then what else have we got? We've got the dice, or the, yes, dice in basic grey. Like so. And what I might do, yeah, but sometimes you get a card that, I don't know, just doesn't work in the same way. I don't know. Just one of those things, isn't it? And yet other ones you do that you're really pleased with. I don't know if anybody else has the same thing. Okay, this is the little checkerboard or chessboard. Now the postage stamp punch is also great for punching out designer paper. Oh, hi Karen, thanks for joining us. I hope you've got some decent weather over in Canada. We've been having fun with 3 retiring sets and the postage stamp punch, so dare I say it, there's a Christmas card. And that was the earlier one, using Posted for You. And then this one is going to be on real red with a black layer, and these I'm going to punch out. Yeah. Oh good, I'm glad I'm not the only one then, Sam. So I'm just going to use this to cut out elements of these stamped images. 21. Oh Karen, we had snow yesterday. Snow showers, can you believe it? Okay, so I'm just going to punch that element out. So this is where you can just pick out elements that you want. You don't have to have the whole thing, so never worry about using a larger stamp than your punch or your die. So this one I stamped a whole load of dice. And I'm just going to cut this up so I can cut in from the other side. So I'm going to layer this onto black. Like so. Voila. Okay. So the only thing I'm thinking, personally, is that I've got 3 grey and 1 red. So I think my temptation is going to be to do a happy birthday in red so that it's a little bit more even. Just going to cut this layer down. Oh, I might have a cut layer down I had earlier. This one. That's why I punched that hole out of it. Oh yes. I can't use that now I've punched a hole out of it, can I? Oh dear. Is it time for coffee yet? It must be. Oh, it's 5 to 6. Oh my goodness. Right. Because our on tour starts at 6 o'clock. So here we go. Really quickly. Sorry everybody, I was having so much fun. Alright. Okay, let's whiz this on. Sorry girls, I'm going to finish this ultra speedily. Didn't realise I was wittering on quite as much as I was. Okay, so I'm going to do that one there, that one there, that one there, and this one is going to have happy birthday in real red. I am enjoying myself. However, when you're supposed to be somewhere else, it's not particularly clever. Oh, that's fine. Kettle's on. Oh, excellent. Yes, I need to put my kettle on, have my drink at the ready for on tour. There we go. Okay, I will stick these down later, but those are going to go onto there, and I might cut out a special birthday. Christine, oh, online tour. Oh, so this is all online. This is the Stamping Up demonstrators on tour to introduce the new catalogue. So, apologies for finishing rather abruptly. I've got 4 minutes to get my cup of coffee and everything ready. So, there we have it. I hope you like the designs. Christine's saying where and who with. So yeah, Stamping Up. It's with Stamping Up as demonstrators. We're invited to join them for the launch of the new catalogue to the demonstrators, and customers will get the new catalogue in due course. Okay, so apologies for a sharp finish. I'm going to love you and leave you, pop my kettle on and get myself ready for a fun evening. Thank you so much. I will list the items that I've used today. The postage stamp punch is the one that's remaining. Everything else you see there is retiring each of those 3 stamp sets. Okay, thank you so much ladies. Apologies, I will have fun on tour. Thank you Karen, and I will catch up with everybody tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow again at 5 p.m. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me today. Thank you. Bye for now. Take care. Look after your loved ones. Look after your friends and family. And keep crafting. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.